Okay, so today we're gonna talk about tracer rounds and everyday carries. I did a short, like maybe like a week or two ago now. Doing using the sound, just would you carry tracers, and why?
Would you use tracers for self defense? Would you do it? Let me know in the comments. Would you? And what do you think would happen if you did?
So it's a short, so I couldn't go in depth, but the gun I use in my short, my Walther PPX 9 mil. And what I said was because these aren't glow sights, or it's not night sights or anything like that. Um, so for this gun, I would use a tracer just because if I'm going out at night and I'm carrying this, and if I have to fire, just quick like from the hip or something, I can see where my round is going. And the way that I do it is the initial round that I have chambered is a tracer, followed by those RIPs. Um, so that initial shot, boom, I see which direction, which area my round is going, and then hopefully, you know, you punch out quick, get that first shot off. You can see it. You may not be all the way on your sights, but you see that first shot go out, and stay. If that's where you want it, you good to stay on target, or you may need to go left, right, whatever. From there, I got another mag that's loaded with more tracers, and then there's a few hollows mixed in there, so they're all not tracers. So you're seeing like more rounds, and then there'll be some where you don't see them, and then the end of it is gonna be tracers, so you know that you're coming back to the end. So like you'll see trace, 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 and then you won't be seeing the traces, and then you'll start seeing traces again. So you know you're getting to the end of the mag. If you need to get ready to do a mag change or what, depending on the situation. These are everyday carry recommendation. So you never know if you're carrying this every day, what type of situation that you would need to use it. Um, so you can't prepare for the unknown. So yeah, there's that. Then I also had like a comment stating that my rounds aren't tracer rounds. Like I don't know what I got, but okay. And I think that person probably only has seen like the tracers that have like the actual like red um at the top of it, but this is a tracer round. It's I don't know if you can see on there good enough that it's a hollow point, but for some reason that center is kind of covered, and that's where the tracer is. It's just not showing the red, so it's just like this is a hollow, but you see how it's filled with something. What does it fill with? Okay, so that's these are tracers that I have. Just I have to see who made that comment, but yeah, these are tracers. I've shot them. It's not a lot of places you can go to shoot them, and on camera I don't think they show up too well either. But just in the case that you do need them, I got them. Um, so yeah, that's the thing about that. So no glow sights for my Walther. Also, no glow sights for my PSA dagger, but I have a red dot and I have a weapon light for this one. So I wouldn't use tracers in this one. And for my everyday carry, when I'm carrying this, if even if I know I'm going out at night or whatever, I still got it loaded with RIPs. You guessed it. So, and if you don't know about the RIPs, they are hollow point as well. But the reason they're RIPs is because, again, how well you can see on camera that there's little divots around it. And these are old rounds. Like when they first came out, everybody was going crazy about them. But they come in more caliber than just nine. I got my nines here just because that's the most common everyday carry. But yeah, these rounds they break up. There's a hollow point initially. They fragment into smaller pieces, and then there's still a center projectile that keeps going as well. So that's why these are like RIPs is what they're called. So um yeah, if you hit something with this, it's not gonna be good for them. You got a center projectile still going. You got the initial impact of getting hit. You got the fragments floating around in the body. It's not. This is nasty. This is nasty, nasty work here. But that's what I'm carrying, and my dagger. So if I did get into a night situation, I already got a red dot on it. So easy sight acquisition. So like I was saying with the Walther, just coming out and maybe getting on the sights, and you see the trace around. With this one, I got that red dot, so it's a little easier to punch out and get on the sight. And then also have an actual light too, so I can light up my target a little better. So that's something to think about with your everyday carry. Like, I got multiple options, but if you only got the one option that you or your favorite that you just like to carry every day, how are you gonna be prepared for that? Because if you're carrying it every day, all day, and you can't prepare for the unknown, so you don't know if it's gonna be a situation at night or in the day, or sunrise, sunset. All that plays a factor. Depending on your job, what time you get off of work, what time you had to get up to go to work, things like that. What time you like to be out partying or doing whatever. So just for your situation, think about how you want to set up your everyday carry. If you, depending on the gun you like, if a weapon light is gonna make it bigger and bulkier for you to conceal, if you want to conceal, if you live in a state where you can't conceal, if you live in a state where you have to open carry or whatever. So it's a lot of factors that's gonna go into what your everyday carry is. Also got my Springfield XDM Elite 9mm as well, and this one's got a fiber optic. Oh, empty. This one's got a fiber optic front sight and just the Springfield OU rear sight. But that fiber optic is helpful in during the day. The fiber optic lights up pretty good, makes it easy sight acquisition. I really don't carry this. I don't even have a holster for it because this one is in a kit. Like 98% of the time, it's in my CAA conversion kit. So don't really carry this that often, but it would be easy. I think it would fit in my my Walther holster, I think. So if I wanted to carry it, I could. This would pretty much be the same way I would carry my Walthers, seeing that it doesn't have like a actual glow sights like my duty weapon, which is a SIG, but it's a 40 cal. I'm talking about nines because that's most common. And speaking of why the 9 is most common is because I would say still punching power over 22 or 380. I'll say even 38 special. It was like tip for tat with 38 special, I believe. But you got way more capacity. Like my 380, even with an extended mag, only is holding 10. This is the Springfield mag. It's holding 19. This is the Walther mag. It's holding 16. This is the Dagger mag. It's holding 15. It'll be easy to get an extension. Cause I got an extended mag, a slightly extended mag for the Dagger. It's holding 19. It's not hard to get extended mag for the Springfield that holds like 22. Just changing the base plate will make it hold like 22. So thinking about that too, the amount of rounds you can hold with your everyday carry. So you maybe not having to do a mag reload if you just mag dump or whatever. But how easy is it to carry an extra mag if you got a 30 round Glock mag sticking out? I'm not a fan of it, but So yeah, so this is a lot of things to think about with your everyday carry, but um, those are my two main that I do are the Walther 9 mil. I'm just I say I feel like I grabbed this one. I'm just going to run some errands during the day. Like I know I'm just going to the bank, going to grocery store or something like that. Um, I'll just grab this one because I know I'm gonna be back home um before sundown. For like when you're a kid, man, you come home for the lights for the street lights come on. So this is my before the street light everyday carry. And if I know I'm just gonna be out all day, don't have a real agenda, don't know what time I'm gonna actually be back, so I may end up being out at night, then I grab my old dagger. Oh, faithful here. So just like I said, I need to use a light. Sometimes you just need a flashlight at night. It might drop something under your seat. It's weird that you'll pull a pistol to look under your seat, but yeah, gun guys, man, that's what we do. So yeah, so this is my uh after the street light I guess you call it everyday carry, but those are my two go tos as far as everyday carries at both nines. And then like I said, my duties a 40 cal. It's got glow sights. Uh, could put a weapon light on it, but just always got a flashlight on me. So that plus just is different being on duty. So, but yeah, that's pretty much just my spiel as far as tracers though. Like I do carry them. I would, and I do carry tracers um in my everyday carry without a weapon light or glow sights, and that's pretty much the only reason I initially bought it. I have had these tracers for a long time. I know like over 5 years. And I initially bought them just because I didn't have any tracers. I wanted to go shoot some, see what they look like. I also had to go out in the country to go shoot some, just see what they look like, and it's cool. But then I kept the rest of that case and loaded some mags with them, for that reason because I didn't have glow sights, didn't have a weapon light on the gun. So it's just smart. You got to think as much as you can't predict the unexpected, you can be prepared. So yeah, that's why I have tracers in one of my everyday carries and why I don't in the other one. So for the class, we're gonna review tracers in a everyday carry that don't have glow sights or weapon light or red dot for quick acquisition. Hollows, RIPs, ball ammo if you want. That's what you prefer. And something where you can either have glow sights, a red dot, a flashlight, or a combination of all three to one of them, something. But that's my spiel. Do how you feel, but yeah. So I'm gonna leave you guys with some footage because again, it's a gun channel, man. We're gonna I'll shoot some guns. So leave you guys with some footage. Can't shoot the tracers. Like I said, it's really not a lot of places to go shoot tracers. But in the event that you have to, you gotta do what you gotta do. But I don't have to, so not today. So we're gonna go get you this footage, have some fun. I'm out. Okay, so a couple things I left off were lasers and safeties. So if you have a laser, like on my 380 Smith& Wesson Bodyguard, it's got a Crimson Trace laser built into it. So for like daytime, it's bright enough where you possibly can see it in daytime, but at nighttime, definitely can see it. Can pull it, get out on target quick with it. Because the sights on that thing are not glow sights and they are really tiny. So because it's a small gun, um, and so even if you got it like on a full size gun with the laser, as long as your laser is sighted in, that is an option. I'm not a fan of lasers, but I got them on a couple of rifles, or like I use it on my CAA conversion kit for this Springfield. And then the other part of it is safeties. I don't have any physical safeties for any of my nines. The only gun that my duty weapon doesn't have a physical safety. Um, I think the only thing that has a physical safety would be my 1911 and my 380. So that's something else to consider when you on your everyday carry. Do you have a safety? Are you gonna carry it with the safety on? Are you gonna have it ready to go? You're gonna have one in the chamber already. How are you gonna carry it? Do you that little millisecond to safety? Often you got to practice with that too, because you draw and you go to pull in the safety zone and it doesn't it doesn't fire. Now you got to go back and reset your OODA loop and get on there. But yeah, that was just one thing I wanted to touch on too. Is the safeties, because none of my nines have safeties. So I walk with them chambered already, and so when I pull from the holster, I can go right on target and go. And then the laser thing, like I said, I'm not a fan of them, so none of my everyday carriers really have them. But I got a couple with them on there, but you got to make sure that they're sighted in. But I just wanted to touch on those again. So I'm out for real this time.